I know that when we started our different relationship, it looks different and it kind of feels harder and a little more isolated, because everything that you experience seems like it's on steroids. Everything is this much harder, everything is this much bigger. And it was hard to talk to somebody because they would talk about things and you're like, you only have to deal with this, you don't have to deal with this, right? And that was kind of my mindset in the beginning, because it was really difficult. And then I went online and I was so discouraged, because everything I saw was women screaming through the internet to run in the other direction. They're like, if you're married to somebody who's on the spectrum, run. Run for the hills. You will be nothing but miserable. They're nothing but selfish. Nothing ever changes. And it was really hard, because I was kind of face to face with my worst fear, and that was everything I saw. Everything I saw about a neurotypical and Asperger's relationship, the first 3 years I was married, was negative. And it wasn't until we had a really tough time and I had to take a look in the mirror and really decide what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go, that I realized that I had put a lot of stress on him and not actually taken advantage of the things that made him incredible and different in a lot of ways that are so much more amazing than these normal relationships. I didn't stop to think that I had my Aspie superhero in the corner the whole time, and instead of making it better for him to succeed, I was making it harder on both of us. So I want you to know that there's absolutely not just benefits, but there's power in having two people who are so different come together for a common good and a common goal. And it's hard work, and it's a lot of self-reflection, and it's absolutely accountability on your part that's not thinly veiled at all. It is up to you and it is up to them. But at the end of the day, there's nothing more amazing than having a relationship that I didn't know I could ever have, that's more beautiful and more fulfilling and more loving than I ever thought I could have.
Relationships are hard. They're work. It's never gonna be easy. And you just have to look yourself in the mirror and say, is this worth it? I looked myself in the mirror and decided that, having a family and having a life partner was the most important thing to me. And so all those things which were uncomfortable or difficult, I just had to do to get what I ultimately wanted. So there absolutely is hope. You're capable of doing all these hard things. You're capable of doing uncomfortable things. You're capable of getting outside that box and telling the woman you love that you actually do love them. It's kind of a matter of how much do you want it. And we've had to make some really different compromises and come to some very creative answers to problems, but it's all been worth it. And we struggle every single day, but in the end, it's really worth it. If it's something that you want, then do it. That's all you have to do, is just kind of put in the work. So yeah, there absolutely is hope if you want your relationship to work. Just put in the work.